Real stories are the backbone of Live Well, Build Well. By sharing real stories, we aim to inspire and uplift our community. Here's another tradie story we wanted to share with you.
Life is way too short and you never know what's going to happen. Things do get hard, but when one door closes, plenty open. This job, it balanced out my whole life.
Hi there everybody, and welcome to Live Well, Build Well. And this morning it's my pleasure to introduce Jessica Packe, a third year builder. How are you going there, Jessica? How's your day?
I'm going awesome. My day's awesome. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Jessica, tell us what you really enjoy, what you love about being a builder.
Okay, well, the main thing for me is I'm quite an active person, so I love building because it's always go, go, go. There's so many things. So there's heavy lifting. It really strengthens your body, your mind, and absolutely everything. But my biggest thing is you learn something new every day. So you go in thinking, I know a lot, but it's a new tactic to everything. There's an easier way to do things. But the one thing I definitely do love is seeing the outcome, seeing the project start from where it is, especially renovations or new builds or whatever, and then seeing the outcome of the project that you have, played a big part in. And that's just really successful, and it just makes you feel quite accomplished. I've actually got a group of girls, so there is 5 of us all together. So, and we have got a group chat on Snapchat, and I know it sounds silly, but we're all mums. Some of us have 2 kids, some of us have 1. We've all been friends for 10 plus years. And they are the best support group, from calling crying to just anything, needing a babysitter, needing some lunch dropped off at work. The amount of times they've come into work when I'm, drenched in mud and everything. And they're all pretty girls. They don't build or anything, but they have always supported me with everything. If I need to get to work earlier or something, they're there. If my kids are sick or something, they're there. So I'm definitely lucky with my friend group, and my father is a massive support person as well with the kids and drop-offs and pickups and everything. I guess it would definitely be the emotional and the mental support, because physically I'm quite a strong woman, especially mentally I'm quite a strong woman as well. But I feel every every female actually, not just mum, needs those people that they can go to for that reassurance, for the comforting, for that home feeling when everything feels like it's absolutely falling apart. Especially when I go onto a construction site, and sometimes it's pretty hard. Sometimes we can have it easy, sometimes we can get it really hard. So having those people that I can call and just be like, man, I've had a really crappy day. And they're like, come over, we'll make your favorite, come have tacos. So I won't go too much into detail, but only a few people know this about me. But I actually lost my middle child at nearly 3 months old to meningitis. That was a big wake-up call for me. At that time, I was, a part-time worker as a hospo worker and a waitress and a dishwasher. I was kind of doing all those little jobs in between of being a mum. And then when that happened, that really hit me hard. And I was like, okay, I need to do something that's really going to build my life up. I need to show my kids that there is no limit, that we are all here just to get far in life. And my biggest thing was I wanted to be happy. I was like, okay, life is way too short and you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So if I set a good example and do what makes me happy, that means I can show up every day. I can put my all in and I can just enjoy it. So that was a massive wake-up call to me to just do what you want to do, follow your heart, because I didn't think it would work with the kids and all of that. But then when that happened, I was like, I'm just going to go for it. To be very honest, when I first started showing up to work after my son passing away, I was a very angry person. I was an angry little girl. I wanted to be there, but I found it really hard. All the boys were really supportive. The biggest thing for me is the noise in my head was so loud, but you'd go into work and in a construction site, everything's loud. The noise, the tools, everyone's talking, everyone's laughing, everyone's doing their own thing. And that was my biggest thing, is I could kind of just go, get told what to do, knuckle down, put those earmuffs on. And even with the earmuffs on, it's still that loud around you that you can't even hear what's going on in your head. And to me, that was a breeze that calmed me down and created the person I am sitting in front of you today. So for my reset for the week is just pumping out the gym in the weekend, doing all the house chores, doing the meal preps. But my rest and recovery is almost not resting and recovery, but it's taking that time out of work to work on my mind, my body, push everything out. And normally in the weekend and stuff, in my rest recovery time, I can get all my gym routine in that rest recovery time to actually have a rested mind for the week, as crazy as that sounds. So I've also got a spa pool at home, so that's a big thing for my recovery. I normally sit in there every night for about an hour, even in the rain, close my eyes and just think of everything today, what I've learned, just take a recap of everything. And that's the best recovery thing that I've actually could ever think of. I think some of the habits would be my eating and my gymming and stuff. So I find those quite good habits for me, especially being a mum and working full time. It's quite hard to get in the gym routine and even a little basic workout. So normally I've got my nephew that stays with me. So I try pump out a workout. I get up at 4 a.m.
Wow.
And I will normally get to the gym by about 4:20, smash it out to about latest 5:45. Then head on home, get the breakfast and everything ready. But that for me is a really healthy habit. And then every morning I'll have the same hash brown, spinach, eggs, and it's just healthy eating, healthy habit, healthy lifestyle, I feel. Another habit of mine is riding my motorbike with my son. We do that, and that's a really healthy habit for me because we're out in the wild, we're just exploring, absolutely exploring, and I just follow him. He just goes, follow me, mum, and he just takes me wherever he likes. And I just follow behind him on my motorbike, and that's one of the best habits is finding something you enjoy, and it just lets you take a minute from everything. But my biggest bad habit would be the eating at work. I'm a real one smoko quick pie girl, and let's face it, what's a little mince and cheese pie really containing for the whole day worth of how much you actually put in when you're a builder?
Yes.
So one of my biggest habits would be having that healthy lunch every day, because I've always got it for a few days, but there's always those few days where it's just a pie or something, and I really want to get out of those habits. I feel to improve everyone's mental fitness, everyone has to get along. And everyone has to just support everyone. So my biggest thing is, one thing that I've noticed, if I see one of the boys and they're not eating, it's smoko time and they're just sitting down and they're just, on their phone or whatever, I'm going to pick up on that. I'm going to say, hey, what you up to? And they're going to say, I'm just chilling. I'm going to say, where's your lunch? They're like, oh, no, not today. I'm like, sweet, I'm off to the shop. I'll get you a pie too. So my biggest thing is everyone looking out for each other. Like, I'm not saying you've got to go buy them a pie, but what I'm saying is just be more observant to everything that's going on, because that person over there that's just kind of sat down, had a crappy smoko, not eating anything, probably got a lot of things going on at home that nobody knows about, is meant to get back up and perform that next 4 or 5 hours with you, lifting jib or whatever. So I feel like everyone just be observant, look after everyone, just help everyone, give each other that lifting hand. Hey, that looks real cool, good on you. Like when you work past someone and you see them doing something, hey, that looks real good, man, well done, awesome. The biggest thing would be a little bit of fitness, because it is quite tough on the body. It is quite physical. So if you are that little bit fitter, I'm not saying you've got to be Mr. Hulk. I'm saying if you're that slight bit fitter, you actually can enjoy the job. It means to me just really not to give up, to keep trying, because things do get hard, but when one door closes, plenty open. So it's just finding that balance. Just go for it, girl. Stop being in your little shell. Go for it. Fly out in that big bad world.
Yeah, nice.